Yo, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm gonna show you my client Renato, who lost 50 kilos of fat in just 1 year. So hopefully you can implement something on your day-to-day that will help you to reach your goals faster. So when we first started working together, Renato was around 160 kilos. He avoided looking in a mirror because he had no confidence, he had no motivation, and he simply just didn't proud of himself. And that was the turning point when he knew that he had to make the change, because he tired of working out, but nothing seemed to work. And that's when he came to me, because on top of that he had high blood pressure, so he had health issues. So the goal for him is to completely change his life for the better, his health, and transform his body. But before I share the exact story how we went through that, I show you guys what Renato said about working with me.
Hello guys, my name is Renato, 28 years old, and I want to tell you my story, my journey, how I started and how I feel right now. It was around 1 year ago when I started this journey. At this time I was around 160 kilos, which is a lot, and I live on the 4th floor. It is 78 steps to the top to get home. Basically, I can say every step was a suffer for me. And I realized this can't go on anymore. I have to do something with my body and with me. So I made contact with Adam. Adam helped me through this time. He stands by me all the time and pushing me forward and forward. So he's a really good coach and a really good friend to me. You guys could ask, was it easy at the beginning to do the exercises, keep the diet? Absolutely not. But was it worth it? Absolutely yes. 1 year later, I feel so much better in my body, and I've become an outgoing person too. I like to hang out with my friends. And 1 year later, I'm on the stair machine. It was two different things for me at the past, but it works. I can't be more grateful to Adam, who helped me all the time, and I know he'll always be there for me. So thank you, Adam, and thanks for making me believe that I can do it, and I will do it, because I have so much goals to reach, and together we can do it. So thank you. We will continue this journey.
So as you can see guys, Renato completely changed his life. Now he had a purpose and he's way more motivated than ever. So that was the goal. And of course, as you can heard, at the beginning it was hard because he had to adjust to a completely new routine. But of course, at the end, it's always worth it. So as you can see guys, now Renato now is like 100, in this picture Renato is 110 kilos. But currently he's around 106 kilos, so he's continues to make the progress, and our next goal is go to below 100 kilos. So yeah, he's completely regained his confidence. The most important thing, his health improved, because that was the goal. On top of that, to transform his body, and he had a purpose, clarity and direction to his life, what he should do in order to achieve his goals. And some pictures about our conversations. His old clothes are too big for him, so now he had to change his wardrobe. And how did we do that? Of course, it won't work with any shortcut or quick fix, fat burners or magic plans. Instead of, you have to create a completely new identity, because that will be the key if you want to transform your body or reach your goals. Because new identity means that you can't make decisions based on who you are, because you will just always end up at the same loop again. You will just keep repeating the same old patterns, and you will just always end up at the point where you don't want to be. And that's what we changed to him. We created new self-beliefs about himself. We set higher standards, so that's when he could act on these things by implementing key habits on his lifestyle. First of all, because that will be the most important thing if you want to lose fat, is proper nutrition. We implemented a constant calorie deficit to his lifestyle, which that means Because if you want to lose weight and build muscle at the same time, you have to be in a constant calorie deficit, while you have to prioritize the whole foods and you have to be in a high protein diet, because that's what keeps your muscles. And the reason we always prioritize the whole foods and cut out all the processed foods, it's simply because we wanted to make sure he won't even have cravings. Because once you start losing the weight, you're losing the fat, if your body don't get all of the micronutrients, micronutrients, vitamins and minerals, but it needs to work in a proper way, you will always have cravings. And that's what we avoided by prioritizing the proper nutrition. And these are the foods what we implemented and we prioritized. Of course, a lot of fruits, vegetables, eggs, lean meats, and we didn't use milk, but it can be also a very good option if you want to prioritize the whole foods. And what we avoided, these foods like the processed, what filled up with a lot of salt and processed ingredients, because that's not meant for the human body. So these foods are not designed for a human body. So if you want to be healthier and you want to make your fat loss easier, you have to avoid these type of foods, and you just have to rely on the whole foods, because that will be the key in the long term. And of course, we have to, in his training, we have to prioritize the progressive overload, which means week after week we made sure it wasn't the same workout. So for example, if you are going to the gym and you do an exercise with 60 kilos, 10 reps, after next workout you have to do 11 or 12 reps with 60 kilo, that will be progressive overload. Or if you do 10 reps with 65 kilos, that will be also progressive overload. Or if you do 10 reps with the same 60 kilos, but with a better form, that will be also progressive overload. So you have to make sure you won't have the same workout after session after session. And of course, we prioritize the strength training because we made sure we build a strong foundation in his body, and always aim like for the compound exercises like 6 to 10 reps, and the isolation exercises like 10 to 15 reps and of course we prioritize the intensity over volume, which that means we didn't do any pumping workout. Instead of, we focused on building real strength. And cardio was just a tool. That means cardio will help you to burn more calories in general, but the main thing is like you have to be in a constant calorie deficit with your diet, and cardio is just helps you to burn more calories. But you can't rely on the cardio, because there are people who trying to lose weight with that method, like they are eat low calories as they can, and they do as much calories and they do as much cardio as they could, but you will just end up skinny fat, or you will just lose all of your muscles. Because if you want to lose weight and build muscle at the same time, you have to be just a slight calorie deficit while doing a minimal cardio, and focus on the strength and progressive overload training. And that's what we did with Renato. And of course, your muscles grow when you sleep. Training just gives the stimulus. So when you go to the gym and you're doing the exercises, you're just break down your muscles. So your muscles will grow when you fuel your body in a proper nutrition and when you recover. So that's why it's so important you have to optimize your sleep, and you have to sleep at least 7, if you can, 8 or 9 hours, because that will be regulate your hormones and optimize the whole process. And that's what we did with Renato, and it worked very well, as you can see. And the thing is, the question is like, most of the people are asking, how can you stay consistent? How can you stay motivated in the gym? And Renato can confidently say that after you see the progress on yourself, after you constantly make the progress you want, that will be the fuel, that will be the motivation to go. Once you fully align with yourself, with that version of yourself who you want to become, the whole process becomes more enjoyable, and simply just you will know that everything is up to you, and your results will always reflect the effort you put in. So why would you even want to sabotage your own progress by procrastinate or skip the gym or having the cheat meal? So Renato followed this method for a year, and he could completely change his life, his body, and improved his health, because our goal was to create him sustainable habits that he can sustain for life. His training was around 40 to 45 minutes, and his meals took around 20 to 25 minutes a day to make. So he could do that by working 12-hour shifts. So as you can see, guys, nothing can be an excuse to achieve your goals. Even if you have a busy schedule, you can still make the progress you want if you have the right structured plan that builds around your current lifestyle. So as you can see, it's not rocket science, it's all about implementing the key fundamentals on your day-to-day basis that you can sustain for life. But if you still have a question, just let me know in the comments, or feel free to DM me on Instagram. Or if you want to join my one-on-one coaching program to make sure you will achieve your goals 100% in this year, just book a call with me. I will put the link in the description. And yeah, see you in the next video, and God bless you.